Time now on Sky Sports Radio for Going Greyhounds for your daily update of the latest news and tips.
13 to 11, Liam Tapper from Greyhound Racing New South Wales. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Cozzy. How are you today?
Fantastic.
That's good to hear, man. I'm just listening into Sky Racing Radio on my wireless as I do, and there certainly is a lot of racing going on right now from all codes, which we do love, but what we also love, that time in the morning where we take a closer look at the greyhound racing world and check in to see what's making headlines, and that's what I'm here for today. On Thursday, March 5, we continue our focus on the upcoming Group 2 Richmond Derby and Oaks, which will take place tomorrow night. Yesterday, we focused on the Derby with Jason Magri and Clint Kratzman. So today, we're going to shift our attention to the females and take a closer look at the Richmond Oaks final. Like the Derby, this is set to be a beauty with plenty of storylines in this one. We have the Vandenberg brothers going head-to-head with Leo's runner Sniffy drawing the red and Hank's Wildfly out there in the pink, who of course produced that fantastic run to finish second in the Group 1 National Futurity earlier this year. We have Really Unreal, who John and Minnie Finn, they slated as a distance runner, but she came out and qualified for this final tomorrow night. She's going to wear the white. And we also have a man who is no stranger to success in the Richmond Oaks. He's been kind enough to join us today on Going Greyhounds. We welcome the trainer of Kooringa Lucy, Mitchell Northfield. How are you today, Mitch?
Good, thanks. How are you, Liam?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Now, for our listeners today, we went into a bit of trivia yesterday, and we do like trivia here on Going Greyhounds. Now, you won this race 4 years ago with Mitcharlie Mia, the mother of Kooringa Lucy. This would be special to do that double tomorrow night, wouldn't it?
It certainly would be. Yeah, bit of a thrill.
Mate, take us back to that night 4 years ago, Mitcharlie Mia. Did you expect her to win it on the night?
We were hoping really well. We drew a good box, drew box 2, and she was going well at the time, and just everything fell into place, and she went really brilliantly.
And mate, I guess now for her daughter, Kooringa Lucy, to be able to do that, she's drawn the 7. Do you think she has a chance? She's up against some good runners, but do you think she has a chance from out wide?
She has a bit of a chance. She's obviously got to begin well, and hopefully, be up running 1 or 2 to be our best chance. She is very strong, don't get me wrong, but she's just a little bit inexperienced. She's young. She's just 2-year-old, and it's a long haul down there. It's about 8 or 9 hours for us to get there, and that it's not easy. It's not easy for the blokes, let alone the young dog.
Absolutely, mate. Well, that was her first look at the track. She ran a time of 30 and 80 after coming. She had a bit of contact early in that race, but she managed to qualify in this open company. Were you impressed with her heat run?
Yeah, I was very impressed. The dog that beat her, it's 12 months older. It's open company, which is very hard for the inexperienced. I know she's had 16 or 18 starts now, but still, it's inexperienced at the big level. It's just so hard, and them old dogs just have the edge on you. I know there's other younger dogs there with me. We're all up against the same situation, whether we're drawn good enough or bad enough, and we all need a bit of luck in the running. That's to help them younger ones.
You said to me following the race, and I'm going to quote you on this one, if I get box 1, then nobody else has got it, which I thought was a very good line. You were unable to draw that box in the 7. She doesn't seem to mind it out wide, does she? Are you happy with that draw?
Yeah, I don't think it'll worry her. I think she goes pretty good and straight. It just depends whether she can get herself in a good enough position at the corner, And
mate, I guess on that draw, she's got a fast beginner to her outside, Wild Flyer. She obviously produced that run in the Group 1 National Futurity. Do you think that's going to play a part in the race?
I thought the other dogs were quicker earlier than Wildfire. Wildfire is a very tough dog, don't get me wrong. But I thought Ice on Fire is a very good beginner. And there's another one that I thought, the one that led me, it went pretty good too. Is it Midnight Wilds?
Midnight Wilds, yeah, trained by
Yeah, it went pretty good. I've got to respect it. Well, it beat me last week, so I've got to respect it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's an older dog too. That's why I respect it so much.
Mm. And now finally, we saw her claim second. She came second in just her 8th career start in the Group 2 Bogey Lee Futurity up there at Albion Park. So she does have some big race experience. Can we?
Yeah, she's in the final of Futurity at Wendy too. Mm. She was in against Wildflyer and then in the Wendy final at box 6, but of course.
So you think this? She has got some experience, like you said, 18 starts, but she has that big race experience. Do you think that'll help her in some ways?
I think it will. It's slowly got to help her, When I took Mitcharlie Mia there, she was 2.5 years old, and like she'd been through other races, Gosford Cups and things like that, and a bit of travelling and that sort of thing. And being that 6 months older, that just makes it so much easier for the younger dogs, I believe, anyway.
Well, Mitch, we know you're driving down from just outside of Casino there, mate. Where's your favourite pit stop? Where are you going to stop off on the way? We'll stop at Grafton straight off, give her a little walk there, and then we'll stop at Kempsey. I don't know where it is. Down a bit further, there's somewhere we stop. I don't know the places. I just stop where it suits. Oh, mate, well, I've been told the milkshakes at Kooringa are pretty good. Mate, it would be a fairy tale. Take it from me. It would be a fairy tale, mate, if you were able to do that double. Kooringa Lucy taking after her mother. We wish you all the very best. Have a safe drive down, and thank you for joining us today on Going Greyhounds, Mitch.
Thanks very much, Liam, and I just wish me luck to all the other contestants too. Best of luck. Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. There you go, Cozzy. He's a real gentleman, as you can hear there. He's looking to create history with his mother-daughter combination, both claiming the Richmond Oaks. It would be a fantastic storyline if he does get up.
Now, we've got some good news, or great news, with the gold muzzle auctions. What's happening there?
Yeah, Cozzy, this is correct. Last year we saw the inaugural gold muzzle auctions held at the Richmond Greyhound Racing Club, and we can tell you that a few days ago now, both the Gold Muzzle Auctions and Greyhound Racing New South Wales signed off on a new deal that will see the event held over the next 2 years. I guess this is a great sign for the industry, with strength being injected once more into the breeding, so we can ensure that we do have some fantastic greyhounds taken to the tracks, not just here in New South Wales, but also nationwide. We saw the draft down there in Victoria last year it was now, so I think there's great initiatives like this are really good for the industry. I'd also like to commend Mark Duclos. He's the driving force behind Gold Muzzle Auctions for his tireless work throughout this whole process. He's done a fantastic job with bringing this whole concept to life. And really, without him, I'm not sure any of this would happen or any of it would come into existence. So I'd like to congratulate, on behalf of everyone here, congratulate the Duke on his fantastic work.
Yep, terrific. Now, we've also got plenty more happening. You've got, let's see here, more news for me. My computer's just crashed here.
Technology, Cozzy.
Yeah,
can get the better of us, can't it?
You've got some more on the fastest greyhound, or arguably the fastest greyhound in the world.
Yeah, Hooked on Scotch. He really came onto our radars, arguably, well and truly, during that Melbourne Cup Carnival at Sandown last year, where we saw him set that new track record in the semi-final after he claimed the Adelaide and Geelong Cups. So he was everyone was talking about him. We were hoping up here in New South Wales to get the first glimpse of him at the Group 1 Paws of Thunder in January. But that was not to be after he suffered ligament damage following his blistering Warragul Cup heat win back there in early January. And unfortunately for listeners of Going Greyhounds up here in New South Wales, the drought of Hooked on Scotch in New South Wales is set to continue, with Jason Thompson reportedly having not confirmed the date that he's going to bring him back to the track. So we believe that cancels him out of this year's Golden Easter Egg Carnival at Wentworth Park, which begins in only a matter of weeks now. We do wish Shiona and Jason all the best with him, because no doubt it would be frustrating seeing him not being able to compete at the moment, particularly on the back of, Feral Frankie, Hooked on Scotch, Good Odds Harada, Pindari Express, Seneki, all of these big name dogs, retiring. It would be frustrating, but we're sure we're going to see him back bigger, faster and stronger than ever when he does return.
All right, now finally the fields for the Group 1 Sky Racing Perth Cup are out.
Yeah, that's correct. A few days ago now, 6 heats of the Group 1 Sky Racing Perth Cup were released, and don't we have some mouth-watering matchups on our hands here. In the opening heat, we have the 4-time Group winner Simon Told Helen in the 4, taking on the local champion and 2018 Group 1 National Sprint champion Weston Augie, who will be looking to claim a 3rd straight Perth Cup. You heard me, that's right. The Roosters are trying to do it in the NRL this year, but we've also got Weston Augie trying to go for a 3-peat in the Perth Cup. A remarkable achievement that would be. We'll also see one of the pre-race favourites, Campini, vie for a finals berth along with Premium Share. And the greyhound who many people are loving in many ways for his name, it's Thomas Shelby of the Peaky Blinders fame, but also on his on-track antics too. He's a great little dog there. So those heats get underway at Tab Touch Park, Cannington this Saturday night. So be sure to catch all of the action on Sky Racing or on your wireless on Sky Racing Radio.
All right, now you got a couple of good things for us today.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best, Cozzy, as I try to do every day. We travel up to Maitland first, and it's Turbo Thomas in the 2 on top here. We all know how this record that he put together was fantastic, and 20 wins from 23 starts now. He has good early speed and is unbeaten over this trip at Maitland, so should be too good for them. Then off to Dapto tonight. We're liking the look of Second Chance out of box 7 in race 7, who has continued better form of late, with a handy placing there at Dapto in his last start. So those numbers once more: Maitland race 7 box 2 and Dapto box 7 race 7.
Good on you, Liam. Good to catch up, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Speak to you then, Cozzy. Have a great day.